All rise. Judge Vonda B, court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1040, Golden case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Golden, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. This is my baby father, Jaleel Scott. I'm here to place him on child support for our child, Emery II.
You mad at him?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Why you mad at him?
He's claiming that he only makes $40,000 a year when I know he makes well over that, and he's not taking care of our child.
Okay.
And this started off one night, we were bar hopping. I'm a bartender.
Okay.
And, you know, things got carried away.
What do you mean by things got carried away?
How little Emery was made.
Oh. Well, I don't need those details, but...
You know, he didn't believe that it was his...
This case is wild right from the start. We've got Ms. Golden, a bartender and single mom, dragging her baby daddy, Jaleel Scott, into court, accusing him of lying about his income and dodging his responsibilities for their son, Henry. But hold up. Jaleel claims he's the one who got set up. According to him, Ms. Golden bamboozled him with a bottle of Hennessy during Super Bowl weekend, and 9 months later, boom, a baby. She insists he makes way more than the $40,000 he's claiming on paper and says she's got the receipts to prove it. Literally. Allegedly. This man has been flaunting stacks of cash in strip clubs and all over social media. Jaleel, on the other hand, says that's not his money. It's his homeboys, and that he's just a barber trying to make ends meet.
Okay, so yeah, you guys were bar hopping and then...
Yes, ma'am.
So you left your job, he came to your job, and then y'all went bar hopping and had some drinks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then you guys ended up getting together and you got pregnant?
Right.
All right, and so he's mad at you because you got pregnant?
He didn't believe that it was his child.
Why would he think, well, you know what? I'll ask him that. So you want him to pay child support today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have we done DNA testing?
Yes, ma'am, several of those.
Several, okay. And
all with his name on that paper.
Okay.
And the DNA saying that it was his.
And I see the last test. He has been confirmed as the father, so there is no dispute there. All right, sir. Why are you mad at her?
Because I'm gonna tell you my side of the story, all right?
All right, let's hear it.
All right, I was at the bar with my boys, you know, kicking it. It was Super Bowl weekend, so you know, Kansas City, you know. So, you know, I'm just minding my own business, looking at the screen. All of a sudden, I see this Hennessy bottle in front of me, and this girl. I'm like, what? So she gonna offer me a drink, talking about you can take one. I'm like, I'm trying to be sober tonight. You know, I'm trying to go home and, you know, kick it with the boys, play some dominoes and spades, you know. But, you know, I said, why not? You know, I took one, then you know what happened. One turned into another, then another. The next thing I know, I wake up the next morning, she in my bed. I'm like, how you get here?
Oh.
So, who's lying? Who's playing the victim? And what's the real tea on this income situation? Stay locked in, because Judge Vonda B is about to drop some serious truth bombs. Right here is where the denial really sets the tone. Jaleel flat out refused to believe Emery was his, even though multiple DNA tests confirmed it. Let's be real. A man denying paternity until he's legally cornered is a classic dodge move. But if he was really that unsure, why was he constantly showing up at Ms. Golden's job and going bar hopping with her? Something just doesn't add up, and Judge Vonda knows it. Then comes a moment of pure chaos. Jaleel admits he woke up.
Oh, okay, I see why you're upset. You didn't intend for that to happen, right?
I didn't, not at all.
Oh, okay. She bamboozled you.
She sure did.
Okay. All right. Well, you know there's a baby here, and you're the father. So whether she bamboozled you or not, you have a baby that you need to take care of.
And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But, you know, I just don't like the way she did it.
Okay, I understand. You want to apologize to him?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like no apologies will be happening today.
Or
Mr.
ever.
Scott. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to order you to pay child support. Is this baby on health insurance?
She's on Medicaid.
What is this baby's name?
Emery.
Emery. Well, I mean, how do you spell her name?
Emery.
Should have been Jalea.
Emery.
I don't think Jaleel is a pretty girl name, do you?
That's all right.
Right after her mommy.
Well, you know what? That could have been something that you entertained if you'd have been taking care of the baby. and not saying it wasn't yours. You'd agree with me, right?
I guess so.
Okay, all right. So Emery, you said she's on Medicaid, and I heard you mention something about $40,000.
Yes.
What is wrong with that? Because he turned in some tax returns, and it actually says $42,000, so it's more than 40.
And it's more than that.
How do you know?
$48,000.
He says he woke up with no clue how she ended up in his bed, yet somehow he's the one who's mad. Sir, you drank the drink, stayed the night, and now there's a whole child in the mix. Claiming you were tricked might sound dramatic, but Judge Vonda B is here to set the record straight. Intention or not, there's a baby, and you are the father. End of story. Now we dive into the money drama. Ms. Golden drops a major bomb. Jaleel's social media is full of videos showing him making it rain at strip clubs, yet he claims he only makes $42,000 a year. She says she's seen it all. Stacks of cash, flashy outfits, and not a single diaper in sight. Jaleel insists it's not his money, just his homeboys. But let's be real. If you're posing with it like it's yours, it paints a very different picture.
Flaunting money at the strip clubs.
Oh, okay.
Where is this extra income coming from?
First of all,
it ain't that $42,000 that you're claiming.
I'm actually asking the questions here, but I asked the same question. Where is this extra income coming from, sir?
I don't know where she getting that from. I'm a barber. My money is inconsistent.
Okay, so the money that she's talking about that you're flaunting on social media, is that the same $42,000?
That's sometimes
you just making it stretch.
It just be my homeboys' money. You know, I stunt with theirs. You know, every now and
so
then.
you stunt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not his money.
Bamboozling.
Oh. Well, it sounds like you both bamboozled each other. So in my opinion, you're both pretty even, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to base his child support off of this $42,000 from his tax return. That's what he turned in. If you can show proof that his income is more than $42,000, you can come back to court and I will entertain it, sir, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But today this is what we're going to go off of. So at $42,000, that makes his gross $3,500 a month, which brings your net down to $2,950.42. Do you have any other children, Mr. Scott?
I got one other child.
One other child, okay. Did that mom bamboozle? I'm kidding. Okay, so one other child, that brings your child support obligation to $472. And Medicaid, I'm only allowed to take up to 9% of your gross. So 9% of that $3,500 will be $315. That has to be reimbursed.
If you're flashing thousands in your hand, people are going to assume it's yours. And Judge Vonda isn't fooled, and neither are we. Then comes a verdict. $787 a month. Judge Vonda calculates Jaleel's child support based strictly on his reported income of $42,000 a year. That breaks down to $472 for support and $315 for Medicaid reimbursement. But here's the twist. If Ms. Golden can provide solid proof that Jaleel makes more than what he's claiming, this case can be reopened. That means screenshots, receipts, bank statements, anything that shows hidden income. So if he's stashing cash on the low, it could all come back to bite him. Bottom line, Judge Vonda is not just handing out rulings. She's laying down accountability.
So your monthly obligation total is $787.
All right.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And are you going to be a part of Emery's life?
Hey, I got to. It's my DNA.
Okay, all right. I would really like to see you do that. And I would like to see you guys be friends. So you have to be nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have any other questions?
That is all.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
God is good.
Judge Vonda B ruled that Jaleel is the father. DNA confirmed it. And now he's court ordered to pay $787 a month in child support, based solely on the only legit paperwork available, his tax return. But this case wasn't just about numbers. It was about trust, denial, and two people tangled in a mess of blurred lines and bad decisions. Was Jaleel really set up, or is he just dodging father behind a wall of excuses and Instagram flexes? And is Ms. Golden truly fighting for a child, or just seeking revenge? If this had you yelling at your screen, drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more real courtroom chaos every week. We break it all down, no filter.